a wonderful, fantabulous, spectacular day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever time you are watching this. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Nia, aka BLegend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so good to see you here at the Botanica at Legend Vlog. Welcome, welcome, new legend. And if you are returning, then you already know what is going on. Legend and gang, all right. Long time no see, y'all. Like, long time no see. But I'm back. I'm back and I'm better. I want you, baby. It feels a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm gonna just be honest right now. Like, I feel like I do this thing where it's like I have been kind of hopping in and out of just reading for you guys because because of life situations, and then also because I never want to come in front of you guys with the wrong energy. But one thing that I have been learning lately is that there is no such thing as a wrong energy. If I were not going through these things, the same things that I talk about, which is why there's a little bit of like vulnerability and like uncomfortability talking about it. If it were not for me going through these things, there would never be a time when I would even be able to come and talk about it because it would not be familiar to me. I wouldn't know what the fuck to talk about because I haven't lived it, you know? So, last time I was here we were talking about authenticity, and now I'm back and I'm better and we still talking about authenticity. And I had a message. Spirit wanted me to come to you guys and talk about, basically, it seems like you guys are in a very similar place as me, which actually, that being the message, I'm like, things are moving. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? No, it's just a crack in my phone, but this bag over here really did just move. It's juniper. Um, yeah, we're breaking some generational curses, and that's why it feels so tough. It feels so difficult to break out of stagnation. For a lot of you, you've already entered into your next level. You've already entered into your new season. You already entered into this brand new territory, and you can tell because you feel like a novice, right? You feel kind of like young again. Maybe not like age wise, but you know, feeling young, feeling youthful, having to learn things all over again, having to be a student all over again, right? Going from maybe from being like the senior to being the freshman is the general like feeling for a lot of us. If you're not there yet, then you're on your way there. Some Okay, and that's another thing. Some of you guys are actively exiting out of um the last stage of where you were coming from. You're exiting out of the last stage, and you're already starting to feel a lot of like momentum build up within you, and it's kind of causing a lot of like tension within you. The Page of Swords is really big. I'm actually supposed to be talking about the Ace of Swords, and I'm gonna be talking about whatever the fuck I channel. How about that? We're talking about the Ace of Swords because we're moving into these new spaces, right? So there's a new perspective that is needed. There's a new perspective that we are grappling onto, right? Especially considering everything that we've been through in the past. The people that are exiting out of the last stage of where you're coming from, and you're going into this new space, this new job, this new area, this new community, this the next, whoa, the instance is getting me this next level, right? Maybe I needed that, like, wow, because I just lost it, or it just lost me. Wow. All right, well, I'm going to drop that one. We're talking about the Ace of Swords. We're bringing in clarity. Oh, some of you guys that are exiting out of the last stages, and you're ending these scenarios that you are exiting out of, right? You guys are needing to, or not even needing to, but you guys are it's starting to cause a lot of tension, right? Because you're starting to see the misalignment now that certain aspects of you are ready to propel forward, right? That's where I was getting to. And I feel like some of us, most of us, those of us that are already on this new journey, we're already starting to see, we had a moment of celebration, right? We're already starting to see certain things that are playing out, and you didn't necessarily expect it to look like that. You know, it's like when I was manifesting and when I was asking for this, I didn't necessarily expect it to look like this, or I didn't expect to have to do this in order to make it better, or make it more of what you manifested. You didn't expect to have to do more than work one job, or you didn't expect to have to do more than just, working with this one organization. When spirit is really asking you to branch out and discover, this is a time of major discovery for a lot of us, right? Saturn is about to go into retrograde. So a lot of us we motherfucking feeling it, okay? I know that a lot of people are talking about karma, karma's coming down and raining on people's head. I'm not about to be talking about that, because I'm gonna be completely honest. I feel like as soon as you start worrying about other people's karma, that's when yours starts smacking you upside your motherfucking head. Because don't you have more things to worry about other than what somebody else is going through, and who knows what led them there, right? You had to be in some type of alignment with that energy to even be there to witness it. What? All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all heard that door slam? This is why sometimes I feel like I just need to not be on camera. But also, I feel like this is why spirit told me to actually come and be on camera. I've been working a lot with um duality, right? Polar energies, working with both of them in order to coordinate the highest good in my life, the reality where I am the most abundant, the most confident, the most prosperous, the most fluid, the most, like, I have been working actively with that. There is no way that you can do that without sometimes stepping on some toes, or sometimes feeling like you done made a mistake. But guess what, baby? There's no such thing as a mistake. That's one thing that I had to learn. There's no such thing as a mistake. You can learn several lessons, right? You can do several things and feel a type of way for a little bit and learn a lesson and learn how you would like to move next time. All you can do is move different next time. But there's really no such thing as mistakes. There's no way that you can fail. The only way that you can fail is if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you know that that's not the right thing to do, or you know that that's some fucked up shit to do. If you're hurting yourself, hurting other people, if you're not following the laws of the universe, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you aren't treating people with the respect of humanity, well, then of course, like, let's pull some cards. Like, a lot of us are in a stage where I feel like we are actively searching for confidence and a sense of stability, confidence, but really just like a sense of grounding and calmness. After we done, wow, yes, see, I already know. After we done called in all of this truth, after we have called in all of this manifestation, all of these things are our desires, right? That's our truth, our desires, the desires of our heart, right? We're calling in these things that are the vibration of unconditional love. Now spirit is asking us to match that, and it takes work, especially when you're looking around and all you're seeing, I'm already hip. All you're seeing when you look around is bullshit. You're literally having to deal with people that are not doing the work. So it is difficult. And it's like a lot of times the situations don't call for you to just up and leave. Spirit wants you to be there for a minute. There's some things that you have to see. There's some contracts that you have to fulfill, right? There's some lessons that you still have to learn. There are some things that you are still in alignment with that you cannot be on the next level. Therefore, you have to stay here for a little while. Which brings me to the Hall of a Mentee's initiation. Now, I told myself that I would not come back on camera and talk about and read until I read a portion of the Emerald Tablets by Thoth, because I wanted to give a more accurate description of this Hall of a Mentee. And every time I pulled it, I will always describe it as feeling like you're in the pits of hell. But let me say this, because let me put it in a different perspective. I want to put it in the esoteric perspective of just being hell being a mindset, right? A torturous mindset where you are constantly repeating the same lesson, repeating the same cycle, repeating the same thing. And we live that sometimes, you know. We keep seeing the same cycles within different people, and it seemed like they different people, but they low-key doing almost the exact same thing, right? It's the same archetype, the same energy, just repeating itself until we learn the lesson. And sometimes that can feel like hell. Granted, if you're in an abusive relationship, right, sometimes the more that you tolerate, your tolerance literally does build up. That's why it's dangerous to start to start being too loose on your boundaries, right? Because you start being too loose on your boundaries, and then next thing you know, you start questioning yourself, and and to repeat the same thing, the same abuse, the same abuse, the same abuse, the same. After a while, it's going to escalate, because that same abuse is, you gonna start to be desensitized to it, right? That's not gonna be shit. I'm going to hop off of this because I don't want to talk about abuse like that. But the Halls of a Mentee reads, the card actually reads secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations, right? Now, granted, the perspective that I gave was more darker, right? I wish I could get this. Actually, can I get it out the book? Let's get it out the book. And we almost flipped right to it, too. Because what I was going to say was, in those darkest moments is when you can find the truth. That a lot of times in the light, you can't find it. You can't find it in the light. Sometimes you have to go into the dark where things are hidden, where things are, being whispered. That's where you can find the truth. Here's the Halls of a Mentee initiation. It's giving a big emphasis on initiation, okay? Initiation. Whether you are at the end of the last stage of this period in this area of your life, and you're getting ready to move on to the next one, and you're being initiated for the next stage, or whether you are at the beginning of your next level and you are being initiated into basically like just moving further, continuing on, right? This is for you guys. The Halls of a Mentee are a sacred learning space that were energetically transported by Thoth from Atlantis to the spiritual plane before Atlantis came to an end. It is said that the portal to this etheric retreat is energetically connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza. Many believe that the physical remains of these halls can be found there. We don't have to physically visit Egypt to access their energies, though. The Halls of a Mentee are said to have been the home of the Emerald Tablet. They are a space of ancient mysteries in service to the expansion of humanity. On this card, you will see two pillars, an echo of the two pillars that have been found in sacred places throughout history. On this card, you will see two pillars, an echo of the two pillars that have been found in sacred places throughout history. The black pillar represents the physical world, and the white pillar represents the spiritual, indicating that this sacred space is between the worlds. And the instance just did a little okay, between worlds, between the physical and the spiritual. What that is giving me is mental. And what did we just talk about? Hell being a mindset, a perspective. With that, I also want to give you the equal and opposite, right? Because we were talking about polarity, duality, energies, right? Especially in alchemy, right? What will be the opposite of hell? Heaven. That could also be a mindset, okay? Blissful, peaceful, calmness mindset. Having a self-care routine, romanticizing your life on a daily, meditating on a daily, just sticking to your schedule. Really, you know how you would describe somebody that's just really in their own world, and it seemed like, damn, she just got it all together. She just in her own world. Yes, that's giving heaven on earth mindset. Okay, back to the okay, like back to the reading. Um, the black pillar represents the physical world and the white represents the spiritual, indicating that this sacred space is between the worlds. If you feel called to these halls or they seem oddly familiar, there is a chance that you have visited them in dream time or even before this incarnation. Okay? Let's do this connection. First, I want to show you guys this card because this might actually be familiar to some of you guys. So I just want to show you. And I'll just give you a little minute to connect with the card. Alright. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this meditation that's connected with the Halls of Amenti card. Feel free to close your eyes, or you can keep them open if you want. Imagine you are at the Great Pyramid. Above its apex, a portal opens, drawing you in. Now see yourself at the center of a sacred temple. Set clear intentions to align with your higher purpose and receive a transmission of ancient wisdom. I'll give you guys some time to set your intentions. And I'm just blessing you guys' intentions. Sending love from the Botanica with our Ayurvedic. Oh my god. Incense. I love those. It's like Satya. I love those incense sticks. But Ayurveda. Oh my god. One day I'm gonna learn how to say it, especially because I practice it. But alright, the message that goes with the Halls of Amenti initiation card, it says, you are in a deep initiation chamber at this time. You might feel that things are heavy and challenging, but know that a configuration is happening. Energetically, you are going through an initiation that will allow you to go beyond the fears of the ego and transcend the limitations of the physical realm. You might not feel that light is present because you are in the middle of this phase at this moment, but know that it is present within you. You might be feeling frustrated or overwhelmed, but a lot of this anxiety is actually old energies that were stored in the depths of your body being released so that your vibration can rise. What the fuck do we just say? This has to come out. And a lot of times I feel like when we are, and we just had the full moon too, right? We just, at Capricorn at that. We had a Capricorn full moon right before a motherfucking Saturn retrograde. Saturn rules Capricorn. Okay, so already it's giving waba bop baba bop energy. Like it's giving nuck if you buck boy, nuck if you buck. I say we nucking and bucking and ready to fight. Were you ready to fight? Maybe, maybe not. It don't even matter because I mean at this point we nucked and bucked up. Okay? Whether you agree with or whether you necessarily like the way that you handle your dark energy or not, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but I mean, I'm just gonna say this: you can always choose to move different. That's what matters. Not dwelling on, you know, like how those darker energies might have came up. Baby, they come up for everybody. Okay, don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed of that part of you. Also, I also feel like some of you guys are not really ashamed because I don't feel like you're really ashamed because of how you made people feel. I feel like you're ashamed because you let that part out of you and you are so used to holding back your darkness. When you let it out, it felt shameful. Like your darkness almost feels hidden is what I'm trying to say. Your darkness feels hidden. So it feels like it can't come out. It feels like it doesn't have a purpose. Now, wow, that was somebody's shadow just straight channeled to me, and I feel that in my solar plexus, somebody's shadow feels like you make it feel like it has no purpose, and it is trying to protect you. It's only trying to protect you. At this moment, when those dark energies, when that rage, when that codependency, when those feelings of having to prove yourself come up, when those feelings of strong, intense lust for that person that you ain't thought about in 19 months, why the hell is they coming up? Why the hurl? Why the hurl? Like, really though, these are just temptations that are letting you know the next level is here. All you have to do is call on your benevolent ancestors. Now let's get to the nitty gritty of it, because all you really got to do is call out for your spirit team, right? And I feel like this was a thing too that they really wanted me to come and talk about. You did a good job, and we're gonna talk about the 2 keys, because that was another download. We're gonna talk about that on another video, because that's a whole nother message for another day. You have done a good job, my child. Well done, my child. From Olorun. Actually, I got that message this morning from Olorun. Well done, my child. You've done a great job. You've done well. Now put the rest in Spirit's hands, right? What is required of you no longer takes physical effort, right? What did we just talk about in the halls of Amenti is between the physical and the spiritual. What's required of you is no longer in the physical realm. That's why you so caught up in your mental a little bit. Really release that shit to spirit. Really surrender that shit to spirit. Yeah, it's gonna come up. Yeah, it might not play out as smooth as you thought, but at least now you know where to focus. At least now you know how you really feel. Because you haven't said how you really feel and God knows how motherfucking long. That's why that shit had to come up. It's okay. God damn it. Fuck them people. Now, I almost said fuck them kids. Somebody's a teacher. It's not fuck them kids, but I feel like somebody is, you work with the youth and you put all of the stress of the youth that you work with all of their baggage, all of their family issues, and you put all of that on you. And then there are a lot of times where you expect more, like you expect more from them, like you expect that you want to feel appreciated and you expect more from them. Like you just expect them to, I'm gonna be honest with you, baby. I feel like what you're looking for is not gonna come from kids. The kids don't even really know, they don't know how to express. Honestly and truly, you're teaching them how to express themselves. They don't know how to express themselves. What you looking for, you can't get from them kids, baby. You gonna have to get it. You gonna have to express that to yourself. Let spirit express their appreciation for you and your work and everything that you're doing. Express your desires to spirit and let them put you around community that is going to let you know how appreciative you are. Express that to spirit and let them show you a gift that you didn't even know that you had, some energy that was dormant within you, that's going to put you around people that are in alignment, that are going to express how much you mean to them. That's how that works. If you're in a situation and you see that it's just not working, there's no matter what you're doing everything right, it's just not working. Well, the situation is not working because maybe you're not supposed to be there for much longer. Maybe you're not supposed to be there no more. Don't force it. All right, I'm trying to make sure we doing good on time. The last card that popped out upside down was start being healing codes. Okay, this is what I feel like we're missing. Right, earlier they also wanted me to talk about the Hierophant. Right, those two cards are very much aligned. Let me tell you how. The start being healing codes, it reads important information, wounds are healed, recharging. Right, here's what the card looks like. Right, we know that the Hierophant is the card of going into study. Right, really working on your craft. It's about tradition. Right, it's about conformity to tradition. Right, not no bullshit tradition, but tradition that you know is effective, shit that you know actually works. Like your spirituality. Right, a lot of us left religion and then we conform to a certain spirituality, but you trust it, you know that it works. Right, the Hierophant is somebody that does not, you don't break the codes because you know that the codes work. Right, that's the Hierophant. The Hierophant goes into the forest. This is my own story. The Hierophant goes into the forest to study what's beyond the trees, basically. Y'all know how they say, like, I can't see the forest for the trees? I don't know how that's related, but I just feel like the Hierophant goes into the forest to motherfucking see that shit for himself. Oh, he gonna see all of them trees. He's going to study the species. He's gonna see what species is a part of the same families. Right? How are the families related, if they even are related? He's gonna study not only the trees, but he's gonna study the bug families and the bug lives that help to keep the trees that help to sustain the trees' life, the water quality that's around these certain type of trees. Like, that's the Hierophant. The Hierophant is gonna get deep into what the fuck is going on. Right, important information, wounds are healed, recharging. What spirit is telling you here is that the information that you're looking for, this change that you're looking for, this revamp, this quick fix, this spark of potential that you're looking for, is not gonna come from no video. It's not gonna come from no person. Like, no body is not gonna come from any type of like interaction, like exchange. If it's giving sex, it's not gonna come from no dick and no vagina. It's not gonna come from no guru, no elder, no reading. And I'm a reader. But honestly, it benefits me to say that because it's the truth. There's no item, there's no drink. None of these things are going to bring that fulfillment that you're looking for. What's going to bring the fulfillment that you're looking for is really studying yourself. You have to become the Hierophant and study yourself, baby. Spirit is asking you to go within, look at these deep emotions, go into meditations. Honestly, I feel like Spirit is asking for stillness and quiet, especially in this time of Saturn retrograde, where everybody is very emotional. People are emotional as fuck. It's a lot of bullshit that's going on. A lot of secrets are coming out too. That's Saturn. That's big Saturn energy. Secrets are coming out. If you in toxic relationships, people getting caught up. What? People getting into arguments. Mad day is coming. If it ain't here, mad day is coming. Some people been waiting on mad day for months. Well, it's here. Like, you know, it's giving. It's the energy is a little bit chaotic. It's giving. We can use some decorum. Okay, like it's giving some decorum. It's necessary. However, the Hierophant is going to look at all of this that's going on and say, you know, if everybody's going left, maybe I should go right. Let me look at what the fuck is going on. Let me look at how this affects me. Let me look at how I align with the energy. Let me look at the shit that makes me tick. Let me look at the shit that almost made me crash out last week. Like, let me really pay attention to how I feel when people are expressing their feelings to me, and I feel like I just can't even be around it. I can't take it. But I know that there's a reason why Spirit put me in front of this person. Let me check my ego. There's a lot of things, guys. I feel like there's a lot of things that we can grasp from being in this darker, heavier, kind of sluggish, hard to move ass energy. And that's how you move it. You move it by facing your head on, not by taking downers. Sorry, I love you. I love us. I love us for real. I do. I love us for real. And y'all know I smoke weed. Like, but listen, I feel like we have to be, there's a certain amount of cognizance and awareness that it takes in order to not emotionally bypass things that are necessary for us, to get to where we say we want to go, if we really want to go there. And I feel like the reason why we start to do things to cope and emotionally bypass is because we get scared. It's hard. It's difficult. It feels really tough. Know that you're not alone. You're not alone. I love you. Like, BLegendBotanica supports you. We love you. Spirit loves you. Reach out to your spirit team. Okay, you can always also reach out to us for a reading. I know we just said ain't no reading gonna help you, but you can always reach out to us for a reading, because honestly and truly, like, it does help though. Like, sometimes, and then that's another thing too, like, you need community. Like, yes, Spirit is asking for you to get alone. That's because, baby, a lot of times when you are not at your peak energetically. What do Spirit want to say? The Orisha are supporting us right now through this. When you are not at your peak, right? When you are feeling kind of low, when you need to recharge, when you need to rest, right? Damn. I lost it, y'all. When you are feeling low energy, right? Yes, that is a good way to recalibrate your energy, right? To build. To do it in silence, to get still, to get quiet, so that you could really hear what your own mind and your own spirit team, what your Ori is saying, right? Yes, that's very, very important. It's equally important to be around community, but not just any old willy-dally, willy old motherfucking community. No, you need to be around people that are really, truly in alignment with you. People that are doing the same or very, very similar work, if not the same. Very, very similar work at a similar degree, right? Sometimes we can be around people that are doing similar work, but baby, you working up here. I've been walking, yeah. Like you doing like quantum physics. Somebody else is doing algebra. You feel me? Like did it algebra is very challenging for some people, and that's not to say that either level is bad, but it needs to be equally yoked. You need to be around people that's equally yoked. That in itself is going to help you feel better. That in itself is going to help you feel more accepted, more loved, more just like able to be open, able to be vulnerable, able to live in your truth and your authenticity without feeling like you have to shrink yourself or shut the fuck up for other people that don't, they just not there yet. And that's okay, because everybody goes at their own pace, but you need to be around people that are going at the same pace as you and running the same motherfucking race as you. You feel me? All right. And the last few cards that I pulled, we got angelic frequency, okay? Your angels are here. You are safe. You have a potent connection with spirit, okay? All you really have to do is just reach out. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. All right? And then we got crystal skull wisdom, clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy. Right? This is what we're moving to. This is the goal, and not even a goal. This is just ultimately what we are, what we're cultivating. We're cultivating our clarity, and we're cultivating this divine healing through going through this darkness and facing it head on. And even though we might be a little scared and we might procrastinate here and there, but guess the fuck what, we still gonna go through it because we some motherfucking legends, and that's just what we do. We never back down from a challenge. We might stop for a little bit, we might pause, but guess what, we're never going to give up. Okay, the pause might be substantially long, but it ain't gonna be no give up, okay? And that's all that motherfucking matters. You take as much time as you need to heal. You take as much time as you need to rest. You take as much time as you need to rest. You take as much time as you need to rest. Let me say this before I read this last card, and then we're gonna get the fuck up out of here. There have been times where my spirit team has told me to relax and sit still for 2 weeks or more. For 2 weeks, and then they'll add extra days on top of that because they know if they tell me more than 2 weeks at one time, I'll get restless. They told me to sit my ass down for 2 weeks. Don't do no readings. Don't talk to nobody. Don't do nothing. Don't, like, I mean, I could talk to people like in real life, but like, don't be like texting people all day and doing a DM and sending people they shut it down for 2 weeks. Shut it the fuck down. You know what I'll be wondering? Damn, people gonna be mad at me. They gonna be like, Nia, ignoring me. Da 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 da. Damn, like, is my legend gang, they gonna stop fucking with me. I leave for 2 weeks. YouTube stopped putting me in the algorithm after so long. I get all these things in my head. Baby, take as much time as you need to rest, because when you come back, you're gonna be popping. You're gonna be on fire. It's going to be easy for you, and that's what spirit is building for you. Spirit is building a life of ease, right? This is really a bridge. I feel like you're just crossing a bridge. You're just crossing the bridge to ease. That's all. You going from a space where you had to struggle and you had a lot of hardships that you had to go through by yourself, and you had to work and get it out the mud. Now you going across this ethereal bridge where spirit is taking you to the path of ease. You're going to the kingdom of ease where you're not gonna have to worry about shit. And it might not necessarily look like how you thought it was gonna look, but you're not gonna have to worry about shit because spirit says so. And that's just on motherfucking period. I've seen it myself. You've seen it yourself, and even if you sit here acting like you haven't seen it yourself, if you really sit down and think about it, I know you've seen at least 7 miracles in your life. And I'm saying 7 on purpose. I know you've seen at least 7 miracles in your life. If you are still here on this video listening to my voice right now, you've seen at least 7 miracles in your life. So please don't even play. Don't play with spirit, and don't play with you, okay? The last card, we got the Stargate heart, okay? It says heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. I feel like more than anything, this is a time where we are learning to be generous with ourselves. You're learning to be generous with those parts of you that you were hiding away, those parts of you that you wanted to lock up, chain up. Yeah, you said you had made peace with your shadow. Yeah, pish posh. Your shadow said, yeah, pooey, spit that shit out. kicked it, and motherfucking laughed in your face. And guess what? You had to eat that shit. It's okay. It's okay. You had to eat that shit. We all did. All right. But now it gave you, now you see that it really did give you the opportunity to love yourself in a totally different way, right? We've been talking about unconditional love. There's no way that you can show anybody else unconditional love, or even love to a degree that's close to unconditional love, if you haven't been able to show yourself that. If you've been putting so much effort and so much work into hiding certain parts of yourself and putting it off to the side so that people wouldn't see it, and so that people don't trigger this because I don't want this, and nah, fuck that. Let it come out, because when it comes out, now you know how to deal with it. And that's not to say necessarily compartmentalize it, but that's to say to just like dive deeper into it. You can what is it, inspect it, it's a different word, dissect it. You can dissect it, you can inspect it, and you can dissect it. Okay, Spirit is giving you the opportunity to make amends with yourself. That's what this is. You are being given the opportunity to make amends with yourself. Okay, and this is Orion activation, supernova, recreation, renewal, and rebirth by light. Spirit is literally putting you through this renewal, this rebirth process, so that you can look up and actually do the work that you want to do. Because let's be honest, right now you not there yet, and it's okay, because we understand that this is a journey. Right now you're not there yet. But guess where you are? You're exactly where the fuck you're supposed to be. Everything that you're facing, everything that you're seeing, everything that you're going through, everything that you're moving towards, everything that you're moving away from was all in divine plans, was all in divine creation. So please don't think, look, Akashic Stargate, aligned with purpose. What it say? Crossroads, no long path, aligned with purpose. Everything that's going on right now is literally aligned, is for your highest good, okay? I love you guys. I love you. I love you to the moon, to Mercury, to Saturn, to motherfucking Chiron, okay? Really all the way to Vesta, because this is big divine feminine energy. All of this rebirth is giving a lot of sacral chakra, solar plexus is giving masculine energy, but I think it's also, in order to get there, you have to go through the feminine energy, right? To get that confidence, you have to go through some kind of, you have to know some shit about what the fuck you did. You have to know some shit about who you are in order to be confident in who you are, right? You have to know you have to be aware in order to be confident. Or else it's like, what am I being confident of? You unsure. That's not confident. All right, I don't want to ramble. Let's get one more animal card. I love y'all so much, and then we gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. We gonna talk about the 2 keys. All right, we got the rattlesnake upside down. The experiences that you cannot make this shit up. The experiences that you are presently going through are an initiation to fulfilling your purpose as a healer. Yes, I mean, like, what else can I say? I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, y'all. I will catch y'all on the next reading. I love you. We have a ton of Orisha support. Know that everything that you're going through is aligned with your purpose. There is no wrong path. There's no wrong choices. Yes, you might have cussed out that man. It's okay. Guess what? You were supposed to cuss out that man so that you could figure out how to better formulate your words and how to speak with more decorum the next time you want to speak your truth and live in your authenticity. It's okay that you live. Matter of fact, I applaud you for cussing out that man, because before you would have probably just sucked it up and just, you feel me, let it rock, and you probably would have cried about it for the next 7 days, the fact that you didn't say nothing, and then you would have had 1700 different, you feel me, like, fake conversations in your head about what you could have, should have, would have said. But instead, you just cussed them out. You let it out. And now you know how to go about the situation next time. Maybe you're not going to cuss somebody out. Maybe next time, before you even get into that situation, set the intention before you have a conversation that it won't be you speaking, but that you'll just be a vessel. Allow your benevolent spirit team to speak for you. Set an intention that they speak for you. Set an intention that your truth comes out with a divine decorum, right? You can do these type of things as the alchemist. You don't have to depend on your own strength, and you don't have to depend on your own knowledge, and you don't even have to depend on your own verbiage. Hell, half the time I be channeling, y'all hear me say all the time, I don't know what that mean. I'm gonna have to look it up and then I put it in the description, because I use verbiage that I have no idea what the fuck that shit means, and I just trust that the divine is not gonna make me say nothing dumb, and they never do, because the divine is not dumb. Okay, trust yourself. There are no wrong paths, you legendary being. You legendary motherfucker. Please believe in yourself. Please believe in yourself. All right. Next time, we're gonna talk about the 2 keys. 1 key, you already motherfucking got it. The 2nd key is what we working on. All right. Peace. I'll see you in the next reading.